YouTube family, how you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, let's have some fun. Check out this image of Queen Elizabeth and Meghan Markle, the day of Harry and Meghan's wedding. Now look at Queen Elizabeth's face. Tell me this 96-year-old woman who was a queen. She's seen it all, baby. She's seen it all. 96 years of wisdom. And she had power behind it and ran a country and ran several countries, right? And she is someone to be admired. And she's looking at Meghan Markle. And can you imagine what she's thinking? Can you imagine it? Meghan is looking there. Look at Meghan Markle. She's won in her mind. She's finally made it. She's got a catch in Prince Harry, right? Boy, did she caught a big one, didn't she? But Queen Elizabeth knows the truth. Queen Elizabeth is looking at her. Just look at it. Queen Elizabeth has done her people, the men in the gray suits. They've already done the research, the background research on Meghan and her mom and her family. They did that. And I think Queen Elizabeth is looking and thinking, this chick is going to be a big problem for this family. All of the hard work, decades upon decades, Queen Elizabeth has survived bigger challenges than Meghan Markle. So she can spot trouble. She's 96 years old. She's seen it all. So she can spot trouble when she sees it. And she's looking at Meghan Markle, knowing Meghan Markle's history as an alleged yacht girl, knowing that Doria, she knows why Doria disappeared for 10 years. You better believe they know why, okay? And why it's being no one's talking about it. Everybody's pretending like, okay, she disappeared for 10 years, but we're going to just ignore that that's not a big deal. So the queen is looking and saying, this chick, Harry is a fool, just like Harry's father said. But here's the thing I think is really sad. I think the queen loved Harry. I think he was one of her favorites, right? If not her favorite grandchild. Harry was adored. But Harry was protected by the walls of royalty. He was not really exposed to us. They controlled what we saw in Harry until he met Miss Meghan Markle. And then being with Meghan, she helped expose him for what he is. He's a dimwit. The light just don't shine bright. There's not much up there with Harry. And he can be played. And we did not know that at all until he got with Meghan. And we already know he chose Meghan Markle as a wife. Then he really is a dimwit. So anyways, let's get back to Queen Elizabeth's, the look on her face. She is looking at this wedding, and she's staring daggers into Meghan Markle. And Meghan Markle knows it. That's why she ran the hell she grabbed Prince Harry and the fine china that she can fit in her bags, her and her mom, and they ran and stole the prince and took him to America. That's what happened. Because she knew the jig was up. Because we all know at Meghan's heart, she's a petty thief. I keep telling you guys that. She can't be nothing else. That's why she dropped the bag. She got all the way to the royal family. And she couldn't even sit tight and just ride it out. Just ride it out, baby. You can play second. Let me marry a prince. Well, I'm too old now. But let my daughter, my beautiful daughter, if she were to meet someone like a Prince Harry, but our family's my daughter's not disordered like Meghan. Any woman, And you notice his two previous girlfriends that he wanted to marry, they said no. You know why? Because they got to see Prince Harry for the real person that he is. And they were like, he's too dim-witted. Something is wrong with him. Because they said no. And I think they said no because I don't think Prince Harry is that bright. I really don't. I really don't. And I mean that without being sarcastic. That's why Meghan was able to manipulate him so and play him. So that's what Queen Elizabeth, that's the look that she has. She says this chick is going to be a lot of trouble for this family. That's what the Queen was. That's that look. And knowing Meghan's history, she could tell. She looked right through Meghan and saw right through her. That's why Meghan wanted to get the hell out of Dodge, because she knew. She was like, it was only a matter of time before they worked on Harry. So she had to isolate him and take him to Canada and then to the U.S. They started with Canada. That was a small step. And then she went for it all and said, let's go to America. So now he's stuck and lonely, but that's in his own making. So let's get back to the Queen really quickly. The Queen knows that once it's your heart, and Harry was just madly in love with Meghan. It's hard to tear. He's not going anywhere. She knew it. Anything she said, she told him. She said, take your time. Just give it a little bit more. Just give it a little bit more time so you can kind of know who you're dealing with. You know, early on, it's lust. And, you know, those happy hormones in your brain going off. But once that settles, because that love, it's like a drug. So once that settles and you start to really, you know, spend time with the person, you get to see who they are without the high from all of the lust and the love and the chemicals in the brain. Everything settled down and you see the person. You start to see that person and you start to, you know, analyze and say, hey, is this individual the right fit for my life? He didn't get a chance to do that. She pressed the accelerator so fast, she had to. So now what? Harry is stuck in America, lonely. He's got 2 kids with a woman who's disordered. His children can't even see their grandfather. And his children, they can take the titles because Meghan being the petty thief, she's going to take the titles because she knows that's cash. So Queen Elizabeth saw all Meghan Markle's moves. She saw it. She spotted it. And that's what that look is on her face. Is that this chick is going to ride. She's going to bring hell raining down on this family. But what Meghan don't know is that the royal family's been around over 1,000 years. They've got power way beyond what you can ever imagine. So Meghan Markle, your days are numbered. Let's just say that. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this video. What do you think of Queen Elizabeth? This look. This is a very classic picture. And I've seen it around a couple of times, and I always want to do a video on it, but every time I always find other topics. But this time, when I look at it now and the years that's gone by, this image makes a lot of sense now. And I think Queen Elizabeth knows, but I think they're hurt because it's Harry. You know, they love Harry. But Meghan, they know that she is like a bull in a china shop. And also she had gotten all the way, like I said, she got all the way to the royal family and dropped the ball, just dropped the bag. Because she does not have, she's a petty thief. She's not disciplined or intelligent or classy and skilled at, or emotionally intelligent. And she's disordered. She was incapable of functioning in that system. She just can't. I tend to believe that she's incapable of functioning in any system because she's disordered and she's a narcissist. So it's hard for her to really build close friends. So she's got a dimwit as a husband. So I don't think he knows sometimes what day of the week it is, probably. With all of the, allegedly. All right, guys, leave your comments in the chat. I want to thank you for watching. I'll chat with you soon. Love you. Ciao.